Hello and welcome to my Yu-Gi-Oh channel. Today we're going to be looking at the highlights that have happened from an interview with the Go Rush director, Kondo Nobuhiro. It mentions here, look, stranger in a strange land is a good entry point cliche. The reason for Go Rush to be focused on aliens is director Kondo and other staff members wanted to make sure the second show they did would still be accessible to people who haven't heard of Yu-Gi-Oh or Rush Duels, but they couldn't do the same plot as Sevens, so if the world was already familiar with Rush Duels, perhaps the best outsider who wouldn't know about Rush Duels would be someone out of this world, a literal alien. There was some minor concern that the aliens would be difficult to discern from their monsters, but director Kondo figures with Trap Pigeon existing, it wouldn't be too much of an issue. Yugioh has a very serious but pretty upbeat personality. He came to Earth in search of something called Rush Duel that he was told could end the war back in his home system, the Velgar Star Cluster, but he has no idea what Rush Duels are. Yugioh has a strong sense of justice and a serious personality, but to go with him being an alien, he's always going to be just a bit off to Earthlings. Yugioh's final design is compromised to make him more human-like, enough to make Jules easy to understand with him how he looks, versus an initial idea by director Kondo to make him clearly and properly not a human alien. UTS might stand for Ultra Terrestrial Trouble Solutions, but their company is actually a kanji of an odd jobs business. Basically, they repair or find stuff, but will usually justify their business as being the actions of aliens in the first place, and is a company they inherited from their parents. Takuchi Toshimitsu is responsible for the kids as CEO idea, continuing off the general weirdness of Sevens, and has been a part of Yu-Gi-Oh since the beginning. Yes, there will be a lot of aliens, he explains. Director Kondo explains that aliens might be old school, but they want to make aliens and cryptids like Nessie and the Yeti interesting again. But there is no plans for a Yeti alien just yet. It's getting harder to have mass audiences lately due to Corona, and it sounds like the twins and Yugioh actor were the initial audition group for the show, and they pretty much hole in one. Director Kondo also prefers the idea of having a younger actor who can grow into their role for these shows where the main characters are kids. Arthur, who plays Yugioh, and Kumage, who plays Yuhi, and Fukushima, who plays Yuamu, are supporting each other as a team for their performances. Director Kondo hopes that Go Rush will be a good jumping off point for Kumage and Fukushima's careers in animated TV shows. A fair bit of Chupa Taro's lines were ad-libbed by Shin Yuki, their voice actor, and they managed to make Chupa and Cabrera their end sentence ticks. A goal with Go Rush is to make it an easy entrance show for people who want to get into Rush Duels, so director Kondo plans to, at very least early on, very clearly explain what summons and activating a spell are. So they'll be going over in decent detail fans who never could quite grasp what was going on in previous shows. Basic ideas of rules will be explained clearly, but director Kondo also wants to ensure, with a good number of duelists in the show are aliens, that the duelists will be bizarre and they plan to increase the variety in cards. No further explanation on this. For me personally, this is quite interesting. We have the introduction of galaxy type monsters, and I'm sure near the end of the original series of Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush Duels, they actually happened with Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens to have brand new typings added. I think they had, for example, the High Dragons were added, and there were several other typings who were fusion monsters. Mr. Kondo plans to continue his shtick of using old material, but spinning them in a new way for the jokes in the show. Mr. Kondo is also hoping to do his best that those that like Sevens will like Go Rush. That'll be a great entry point show for anyone wanting to get into Yu-Gi-Oh! And Rush Duel, but also be a short way of showing parents and other fans will be able to enjoy. The deputy director Hashimoto hopes that since Go Rush has the same staff on it as Sevens, that it'll be an encouraging sign for returning fans as well as new fans, since it will have the same level of love and passion put into it as the last show. What do you guys think of this information? Does this make you change your opinions on Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush, or do you think you're waiting to see some of the episodes because you want to make your assessment then? At the time of recording, there are currently about 3 episodes being released, so it's not that much a way of you being able to judge anything. I'd argue the only way you start making any type of assessments is if you're at least a good 10 episodes in. That way you get a feel for the storyline and certain action points start to make more sense. Arguably, I'd also say once you get to about halfway through the season, you get kind of a firm clarity of whether you enjoy the new series or not, in which case I will probably be doing a review on that in the future as well, in about half a year's time when that finally releases. As always, I'd love to hear your opinions down below in the comments, and make sure to watch the video in the end screen. It really helps to support the channel. Thank you.